Hi guys, it's me Christy from Abundant Healing and Wellness here, and I'm back for another Conversations with Christy. And I promised to tell you guys all about my channeling last night with Lou from the Arcurians. It was extremely powerful, obviously, with this new moon energy and the collective shadow coming to the surface. There's a lot of information. And so for those of you that follow me are already aware of the collective consciousness and what's going on. For those of you that are starting to follow me or are not yet aware, I channel and speak to galactical beings and angels and my guides. And so Lou from the Arcurians came to me last night with a channeling about emotions and feelings. And he was telling me quite clearly my path, which I already know, that I am here to do a specific purpose. And I committed to that a very long time ago. Uh, as a child, as I've mentioned many times, my childhood was so rough. I always wished that I could have a completely different life. I used to follow the Dalai Lama. I read one of the very first books that I completely read all the way through was Old Path White Clouds, 576 pages of the story of Buddha. So I've been on this path a very long time, and I asked to be a hollow bone, a channel, a conduit, and I got exactly that. I've stepped into my power and owning that as a channel completely now, regardless of what others think, regardless of what my family think. And actually, that's very interesting that that came out like that. The thing that Lou had told me about in my channeling was, for those of you that know a little bit about me, you know that right now I'm not in communication with my children, and it breaks my heart because they're my life. However, in my channeling last night, Lou reminded me, of course, about us all writing this in our Akashic records before we came. And as we grow and evolve, we understand one level higher of the perception than we did yesterday, right? So I knew that the separation from my children was because if I was still codependent in my relationship with them, I wouldn't be able to walk my path, right? I wouldn't be able to walk away and do all these things, which are building me into the warrior and the leader that I'm meant to be. But the other thing that he wanted to remind me of is sometimes the paths that we take, those around us, even our children, can't go on. Maybe where you're going to heal people is a little more than some can take. And so maybe you took this vow for the greater good, and you promised to sacrifice some things for the protection of others. Now, that's not everybody's path. That's my path. However, when I came to the realization of the truth of what my story is and what my purpose is here, and my purpose is not only just to help heal the collective and heal myself and my family, but it's to help heal the predators. Because we have to remember that first they were victims, right? And when you deal with a lot of that kind of energy and trying to heal that or assist those in healing that, I think I have ash on my nose. Sometimes your family can't be around you because it's for their own safety, right? That was a very hard pill for me to swallow because I love my kids more than anything. So when that was all over and I had this channeling with Lou, I was very upset, realizing that he was right, that as we wake up, sometimes these sacrifices that we make as waymakers are much harder than we ever imagined. But they're there for a purpose, to help us grow and evolve, right? But as he was speaking about emotions, and as we learn to balance and manage our emotions, he was speaking about how they can help you manifest things, and that our government, well, first I should say, After that was all over, I asked my angels for some assistance. I need something a little lighter, a little more supportive here. So I was guided to instantly, there was a Palladians reading, and so I listened to that, and I posted that last night. And it correlated very much with what Lou had said from the Arcurians, which was that our emotions, our government has done a very good job at teaching us and medicating us to not feel our emotions, right? So most of America is dead and numb inside. Interesting, as I just hit that. When I was reading Ephesians this morning, it was talking about wake up, like wake up from the dead. Wow, the government in control. Anyway, so since everyone's medicated and sedated, they can't use their power of emotions, right? Because they're numb. And here's the scoop: the manifestation lies in experiencing ebbing and flowing of the emotions. That's the, what would you say? That's the force, that's the velocity behind it. The passion, the truth, if you're saying it in truth, right? So, as we are healing ourselves and we're working to be in a state of love, you need to understand that there's a vibrational frequency that you send into the universe, okay? So as you heal yourself and your childhood wounds, whatever that is for you, that also sends a ripple effect into the universe to help heal others that have had similar like situations. And you don't even realize that as you're healing yourself, you're helping to heal the collective. It's a vibration, right? And love is the strongest vibration that there is. So when you push yourself to feel emotions that are uncomfortable, you're breaking the chain for the future generations, because then they don't have to deal with that. So I ask you today to please step into your power and allow yourself to work through your shadow side. There are many of us out here that have chosen to be waymakers. I walked away from my family so I could do this. That's pretty tough. However, it's for the higher good, and I took this purpose and this mission and I signed up for it before I came here. And I've known that I had something huge to do my whole life. So I have no doubt now. So if you need help working on your shadow side, some of us, or many of us, have gone through this so that we can assist you to the truth. And we're not telling you one way is right or one way is wrong. We can guide you to find your truth. Everybody has a different perspective, and we need all of those together as a collective to heal mankind. So today, just take a few minutes and sit with yourself and ask if you've really been dealing with your shadow side. To those of us that are waymakers that have pushed forward, are really pushing hard to help assist heal you. And also do know that sometimes the extra emotions that you're feeling, especially if you're sensitive, are also, right now we're carrying the weight of the collective in the shadow side. So know that it's not all just you, okay? You're being a waymaker and you're strong and you're helping change this perspective and send this ripple of healing effects through the universe. So check in with yourself today and see if you need to do some more shadow work. Okay, guys? I'm sending you much love and light from Christy in Abundant Healing and Wellness. As it is above, is below. And don't forget, if you're interested in any Lakota, Siberian shamanism healing or teachings, I'm here for you. It's what saved my life. All right, guys. Love and light. Bye-bye.